most ridiculous shit. But he had a full professional studio where he had green screen, he had like pro microphones just in his basement for funsies. He just did it for fun. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I'll do something like that for fun. And then, of course, Tom Green. Like, you go to Tom Green had that internet show in his living room. And I remember looking around and going, you just got to figure out how to make money with this. Like, this is a job. Like, this can...
That's nice you knew you wanted to do that.
Wow, it just seemed like fun. That's the whole... like, I always loved the opportunity to talk to interesting people or funny people or, you know, I'm a questioner. I like to ask questions. Like, how did you know that? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, you found the right thing.
Yeah, it's just like the opportunity to talk to cool people seems like what a great thing that would be, because it's always fun to talk to cool people. Like, if I was ever on those shows and I like ran into someone who was interesting, I was like, wait, how'd you start this? Like, what do you...
Yeah, you having a lot of interests helps
for sure.
Yeah, you get...
But back then, I would have told you to get a sitcom because there was no money on YouTube. Everybody still wanted a sitcom back then.
The only one guy who didn't, and I was like, he's lying. Zach Galifianakis was like, I don't want to do a sitcom. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he's lying. But he actually had like a very... he had his head together. Yeah,
he's not lying about nothing. I mean, that guy... He's the least attention whore of any famous person.
He never
famous
got
funny
caught
person ever. Not at all. Doesn't he live like on a farm?
Yeah, he does. He has like a tractor.
Yeah, very interesting guy. Very smart guy.
Very smart.
He was good friends with Brody. And he was one of the first people to alert me when Brody was off the meds. Like, there was a time when Brody was off his meds. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
People that don't know, we're talking about our late great friend Brody Stevens, who was like that.
So funny.
He was so fun. And that Brody Stevens is like one of the best examples of like, it's not what's written on paper.
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
right.
If you got his act on paper, you're like, this is not going to work.
Right, you'd be like, this is nonsense. This doesn't make any sense at all. Meanwhile, everyone's lining up in the back of the room to see him say these things.
So yeah, I think it's like that Andy Kaufman of our like little time period there, where it was like
Andy Kaufman was a brilliant actor and a brilliant comedic actor. He's great on Taxi, but I don't think he ever killed on stage like Brody did. Brody was one time we were in the improv.
Yeah, in a different type of comedy, but it was like, you know, a different, when I was on stage, like the comedians watched him.
Yes, it's a different thing. He's doing his own thing. He's doing this Brody Stevens thing. One time we were at the improv and it's really late. Like, I'd gone up, a lot of people had gone up, the crowd was kind of tired, half the people there.